The moment you finally start resting and taking care of your nervous system, your body falls apart. You feel like you're doing everything wrong and you do not understand why now, when you are actually listening to your body for the first time. Well, here are 5 reasons why that is exactly what is supposed to happen. You thought the rest itself would be the medicine, but what you are experiencing instead is the body doing things it has been waiting for a long time. I'm Keith and I help people transform their nervous system using the layered transformation method. Number 1, you get sick. You finally take the time off, the first holiday in years, the long weekend you have been putting off, the rest your body has been begging for. And within days, you are flat on your back with a cold, a flu, a virus that will not leave. You blame the food, the water, the circumstances, but here's what's actually happening. Your immune system has been suppressed for years by chronic sympathetic activation. Stress hormones were keeping it offline. The moment you slow down, the resources come back online and your immune system finally has what it needs to deal with what it has been ignoring. This is a sign of how much your nervous system has to hold. Number 2, you don't feel calmer, you feel more sensitive and irritable. You expected rest to make you feel softer. Instead, comments that would have rolled off now sting. Close people say something neutral and you feel hurt. Traffic feels personal. You snap at the people you love. You wonder if rest is making you a worse person and you start questioning whether slowing down was a mistake. But the opposite is happening. You've been numb for years and the numbness was protective. The moment your nervous system stops running on full alert, the numbness lifts and everything you are not feeling starts to land at full intensity. The sensitivity is not new, it is always there. It was buried under protective layer that chronic stress built. 3, physical symptoms appear or even intensify. The tension in your shoulders becomes constant. Your gut acts up in ways it has not for years. Headaches arrive. Pain shows up in places that were quiet before. The symptoms you thought were under control come back online, and you wonder what you have done. Your body has been holding chronic activation for years, sometimes decades. The moment your system feels safe enough to release, that held charge has to move somewhere. And it moves through the body. The tension, the gut, the headaches are not new injuries. They are the body finally discharging what it has been carrying for years. Number 4, old emotions surface that have nothing to do with now. You start crying at a song that should not move you. Anger arrives at a memory from 20 years ago. Grief shows up for something you thought you had already grieved a long time ago. You feel sad without an obvious cause. You wonder where all this is coming from when your current life is actually getting better. The body has been waiting for the bandwidth to process what it had no space for at the time. Emotions that were too overwhelming to feel in childhood, too dangerous to feel during the difficult years, too inconvenient to feel during the busy decades, they have been cued in your body waiting. The moment you stop running, the cue starts moving. Number 5, the anxiety gets louder, not quieter. This is the most disorienting one. You spent years convinced that if you could just slow down, the anxiety would ease. That was the whole promise of rest. You finally slow down and the anxiety roars, sometimes louder than it has ever been. It feels worse than when you were busy. You wonder if rest is making your anxiety worse, if you should go back to the doing. The busyness was not curing your anxiety, it was just muting it. The constant movement, the productivity, the to-do list, they were the volume control. With the volume control gone, the anxiety is at full volume for the first time in years. You are finally meeting what was always there. The release during rest is important, but it is not a sign of healing. It will keep surfacing until the nervous system underneath has the chance to actually update what it learned. That kind of work is what turns your worse before better phase into a complete healing journey.